Hi guys, today I am reviewing a product that kind of walks the line between skincare and makeup, or a primer, I guess you'd say, and it's the Garnier 5-Second Blur. This cost me around $15 at Walgreens. $15, $16 is what it's going to run you at most stores. But the claims here on the box are lines and wrinkles are filled, flaws are smoothed, pores are minimized, and shine is mattified. It's kind of, you know, a fancy way to basically describe what many of us would use as a primer. Something you would put on after your moisturizer and before your foundation. I use about a pea-size amount. It has a very silky feel. It almost feels like a whipped type texture that's been put in a tube. And I will say, right after I get this blended in, there are two main things that I notice this doing. I do notice it making an impact on my pores. I don't have massive pores, but where they are most noticeable is on my nose and just to the sides of my nose. And I feel like when I put this on, they're less noticeable. And also, I think what works hand in hand with that is that this mattifies a lot. But there's also a claim about lines and wrinkles, and I know I have some fine lines around my under eye area. And I feel like after I smooth this over that area, maybe when my face is at rest, like right after I've applied it, I can see a bit of a reduction in just the fine lines. But honestly, your face is constantly moving. You know, you're smiling, you're scrunching your face up. There's a lot of movement happening, and I don't feel like for the long haul this has any effect on fine lines, whether they're in my forehead or just under my eyes. I really just don't see that as like a realistic thing that this will do. But the pores, yes, I think this makes them less apparent. It really like gives your skin a nice matte start to things before you put your foundation on. Yes, this definitely does contain dimethicone, and that's an ingredient that's in a lot of primers that gives them that really silky smooth slip across your skin. Something else that I plan to review in the future is the L'Oreal Miracle Blur, and the biggest difference I noticed between these two is that this is so much thicker, and like you have to use a lot more product to get it to spread across your skin. This goes on a little more thin, and you know, like the little amount you might dab on your cheek can really spread over that whole area. To me, between these two, this just seems a lot more lightweight. But I think another thing you want to keep in mind is your skin type. I've talked about a lot lately the fact that I have dealt with some dry skin. For me, if I know I've got a dry area, like let's say I'm noticing a lot of dryness like right here, I don't want to put this over that area. Don't look to this to be like something that's going to smooth out dry, flaky skin. I think if anything, it attracts more attention to those kinds of areas. So if I'm really dry, what I found that I've been doing, because I do feel like I want to use this, I'll just put it on this zone, like my pore zone, and I feel like it's really good in that way. I think the more places you can put it, you're going to notice like a real ease in blending in your foundation over top of it. I mean, I think foundation blends great over the top of this, and I continue to notice like, wow, you know, the pores really are not showing up. I really do think this has helped the longevity of my makeup here, forehead area too, but I think people with oily skin and big pores would really enjoy this. It does feel lightweight. It took me a while to use this before I realized how similar this is to a primer that I absolutely love, which is my Mally Perfect Prep Poreless Primer. These are so close in texture. They even both have like a slightly pinky tint to the product, but I mean, even past that, they feel so similar. It's crazy. The one teeny difference I can detect between this and this is I feel like the Mally has maybe just a little more moisture in it. Like my skin doesn't come across quite as mattified after I put this on, but it does definitely have an impact on the pores. You may also be interested in how it compares to the Professional from Benefit. I feel like Professional is a little bit thicker than this. It's another one of those products, you know, you can put on just those areas maybe where you're dealing with pore problems, and it does have kind of a mattifying effect. It has sort of a pore filling effect. I like Professional, but I like the way this spreads over larger areas a little bit easier, and I think it has very much the same effect appearance-wise on the skin. So 5-Second Blur, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying it. Top two functions would be pores and mattifying is what this is doing for me. And just thrilled to pieces that it's half the price, if not less, than the Mally, which I really love, but have found nothing remotely close to until this guy. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was informative, and I'll see you later. Bye.